What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is I, Randy, with RTS Mobile Gaming, bringing you another fantastic Kingshot video today. In today's video, we're going to be covering the #1 most requested topic in the history of the universe, which is for me to make a hero tier list for Kingshot. We will be talking about a couple different things here. We'll be going through all the different heroes here, gens 1, 2, and 3. All the heroes that we'll be talking about will be fantastic. And additionally, this is a great time to make the video because 3 brand new gold heroes just dropped last week. So, if you enjoyed today's content, feel free to like and subscribe. And also, thank you to GemZ for sponsoring today's video. Get your in-game packs potentially at a discount. Check the link to GemZ's Discord in the video description below. And we are here with the tiermaker.com tool in order to use this to generate a fantastic tier list. We are also on the right-hand side of the screen here have Kingshot. We have my hero selection menu up for my account over on server 36. You can see that I obviously have almost all the heroes unlocked. And if I haven't unlocked them, I have seen combat reports with them. So we'll be talking about all these heroes in depth. This will probably be a 15-minute video. I'll do my best to make it shorter, but there's a couple dozen heroes, and if I spend just 30 seconds per hero, I'll probably take 15 minutes. So I'll do it as efficiently as I can, and we'll be talking about expedition skills and applications. So we're talking about PvP, PvE, whatever it is in the real open world. We are not talking about conquest and conquering things here for this particular video. Okay, again, we are talking about expedition skills and hero effectiveness in PvP and other expedition events. All right, let's get right to it. The first hero on the tiermaker.com list here is going to be Amadeus. And I know how to pronounce that from the 15,000 people that posted in my Amadeus hero video saying it's Amadeus. So I'm going to say it once right just for you guys. Amadeus. Amadeus is amazing. I have to start by saying Amadeus is a pay-to-win only hero available at VIP 7 and above. If you are not VIP 7 and above, you are not going to have Amadeus. He is really, really great. He has fantastic stat scaling from his base stats. He also, and that's his stats down here, he also has pretty solid skills for expedition. He has a great skill here, Battle Ready, that will allow you to join your own alliance's rallies and contribute 25% lethality, making him amazing early on. He also has other skills that scale pretty well. I'm going to go ahead and put Amadeus here just because his stat scaling is so incredibly high. He has really, really great stat scaling, and his skills are all amazing and have great synergy. Amadeus is actually going to go over in the S tier, okay, because he is amazing. Actually, I'm going to put him in the A tier. I'm going to put him in the S tier because he's amazing. Good. All right, next on the list here, we have Chenko. Chenko is another favorite here, another fan favorite. She has a similar skill where you have 25% lethality that will contribute to rallies. However, since she's a purple hero, she doesn't have a middle purple skill. And she basically has one offense and one defensive skill here. It's not a bad mix to have. I'd say for a purple hero, she's in one of the top purple heroes in the game, hands down. But compared to the legendary heroes that are going to have 3 skills, just for that reason alone, because she's missing an entire skill, she's never going to be better than A tier. Okay, so she's going to go on A tier. All right, next we have Diana. Diana is another interesting one. She's not going to be really great for joining rallies, except for PvE. She's not going to be great for PvP. All she has is March speed and stamina cost reduction. While I think Diana is really important in the game for farming, because you are going to increase your March speed and reduce the stamina needed to hunt world events, I'm going to go ahead and put her on the B tier, on the C tier, I guess, for PvP, because she really has no applications in any sort of events where you have to, even for the PvE bear rallies, right? She's going to bring 0 value for bear rallies, 0 value for garrisoning and defending against enemy rallies, 0 value for joining a rally against an enemy player. She's going to be in the C tier. While irreplaceable for farming world mobs, she is C tier for everything else. Okay, next up we actually have this new hero, Eric. Eric is pretty interesting. His skills are a little bit underwhelming, actually, especially considering he is an infantry type unit, and you are comparing him against Amadeus and some of the other infantry heroes that recently came out. So because his skills are a little bit lackluster compared to the other heroes, even though he's a Gen 3 hero, you'd expect him to be great. His skills are less... They're a little bit underwhelming. They're all static bonuses. You end up getting HP, you end up reducing the damage you take, and you end up reducing enemy attack by 20%. So they're not bad, but I'm going to go ahead and put him on the... He has a pretty good balance, but we're talking about comparing him against Amadeus, and because of that, he's going to go on the A tier. Okay? Let's go ahead and take a look at who is next here. Oh, okay. We have Fod here. I actually like Fod. I actually think he's really, really good. He has some great skills. He is going to boost your march speed, so kind of not useful for PvP, but could be useful for PvE. What he does have is the ability to join rallies for PvP, especially on a Garrison. If you join a Garrison with Fod and you end up reducing all of the enemy squad's damage by 20%, that's actually pretty useful. He's actually a really, really great rally joiner, and because of that, he is going to go up here on the B tier. He's not useful for any other type of PvP other than to join a rally, and again, he's missing a third skill. Okay, on to the next hero here. All right, we have Helga coming up next. Helga is really, really great. I do love Helga. She is another VIP-only hero. You can buy her from VIP packs in VIP 1 through 6 to max her out. She also has pretty good stat scaling. She has another unique ability, same as Amadeus. Slightly weaker, but similar performance. Her skills are going to be a mixture of defense and offense, which is great. She's actually really good if you are hosting a rally or attacking an enemy player solo, and she is going to be an infantry... Oops. She is going to be an infantry... Where did she go? She is going to be an infantry type unit. Just because Amadeus is a little bit better in all categories, I'm going to go ahead and put her at A tier. So while I like Helga... Amadeus is just so much better. He's like a good 10-15% stronger than her in every category. Amadeus, S tier, Helga, A tier. Okay, on to the next hero here. Oh my goodness, Hilde. I actually love Hilde. Let me tell you about Hilde. She is maybe one of my favorite heroes in the game. I'm really trying to get her to be 4 stars to unlock her next ability skill levels. But she has some of the strongest skills in the game, and she, oops, where do you go? She is a cavalry unit type, which is really, really important. So she has the strongest offensive skill in the game currently. She's a Gen 2 hero. It's even stronger than the Gen 1, 2, and other Gen 3 heroes. Elixir of Strength is the most powerful offensive ability in the game today. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that out there. She gets a great dual offensive defensive primary conquest skill, expedition skill, sorry. Elixir of Strength is the strongest offensive skill in the game, and then you have pretty consistent with Helga and Yabble and a bunch of other heroes. She has this 50% chance to 40% chance to reduce the damage that her squad takes in all squads by 40%. So Hilde ends up being probably the strongest cavalry hero in the game, for especially if you're rally hosting. If you're hosting a rally, she's the one to beat, okay? So she's actually going up to S tier here. And next we have Yabble. Yabble is another one of my favorite heroes. She's very free-to-play friendly. I guess not free-to-play friendly because you have to buy her packs. But you can get her to like 3 stars and 4 stars really cheap in the game. You only have to get a couple packs. And additionally, you can get her from gold key summoning, which is amazing. So you could technically maybe $5-10 and just committing your gold keys over the course of acquiring them. You can probably get her to 3 stars, no problem, 100% free to play. And I put out some mixed messages there. You can summon her from the gold keys without spending any money. So I guess I should revise what I said. You could spend $5 or $10 and get her to 2 stars right away. Or you could spend no bucks and get her to 3 stars over a month or 2 with gold keys. How's that sound? Is that better? She has great skills. She's not a good rally joiner because she has a defensive skill unless you are going to be joining a Garrison where you're defending. This could be a very useful skill for that. But she's good for a rally host. She is a very strong hero. She has a nice balance of defensive skills and then offensive skills here. 2 offensive skills makes her really, really interesting and exciting. But she is a Gen 1 hero, and Hilde is just better on every front. Hilde is a little bit stronger on every one of her skills and her stats. And because of that, Yabble is going on A tier. But don't get me wrong, Yabble is pretty strong. Okay, next we are going to be talking about Jerger. Jerger's really interesting. I haven't decided how I feel about him. I posted a video about him the other day. He has some really, really, really interesting skills, okay? So he has a 20% chance of increasing the squad's damage by 40% for 3 turns, making him very strong. He has a 20% chance to debuff the enemy lethality, and he gives a static health buff. Because he is an archer type unit, he actually, I think I do like him better than Marlin. Marlin is also pretty strong, but I feel like Jerger's ability to debuff the enemies for several turns in a row and lower their lethality is sort of going to be irreplaceable. So I haven't tested him yet. I don't have him at 1 star yet. I don't even have him at, I haven't leveled up because he's in my drill camp. I want to do further testing with him, but in theory, he is definitely an S tier with those debuffs. And while it's a low % chance to proc, when it does proc, his debuff is for 2 turns, his self buff is for 3 turns, and this is just static health. So great for a rally host, and great for a rally joiner. I'm really interested to see what happens when you have Jerger in a rally, and he gets 40% damage for 3 turns in the rally, and I'm really excited to see what that looks like, okay? So, S tier, let's keep on moving. Marlin, I just talked about Marlin. Marlin is a little bit disappointing. He's a Gen 2 hero. He has some strong skills. A 50% chance. I wish I could read. He has a 40% chance at max level, to increase squad damage by 50% for 1 round. So already this is 50% weaker than Jerger, because Jerger has a 20% chance to do damage for 3 rounds, while Marlin has a 40% chance to do it for 1 round. It's giving he's significantly weaker, higher % chance to proc, but it's only for 1 turn, making him a little bit weaker than Jerger. His next skill here is going to debuff the enemy, reducing their lethality. Now, this is the same as Jerger. Jerger has the same ability, just with different wording. And then here we have granting a bonus to your squad's damage. So Marlin is definitely decent. He has 3 good skills. Jerger has a stronger top skill. And there may be situations where you decided to use Marlin instead of Jerger, since Marlin does have this nice damage boost down here. But again, Jerger's top skill is significantly stronger than Marlin's top damage skill, so Jerger's going to take the cake. Marlin is going to go A tier. He is very strong, but let's keep on moving. Okay, now we're getting to some of the purple heroes. Ammane, I just did a video on her as well. She is really nice from a PvE standpoint because she's going to give you boosted healing. She also is going to give you plus attack percentage for all squads when she joins as a rally joiner. But because she only has 1 useful skill for PvP and PvE, while I think she's amazing because you want to have healing bonus, she's really not useful in PvP or bear fights, okay? Other than to join rallies, she'll be a little bit weaker than Chenko and Amadeus, but having 25% attack is not a bad thing. So, because she is useless in anything except for joining bear fights, she is going to go ahead and sit down here on the C tier. She's going to move up to the B tier because she is interesting. The healing bonus is so nice. You have to get her. You have to. Okay, into some more of the purple hero. Into Petra here, another Gen 3 legendary hero. She is fantastic. I really am interested in Petra. She has cavalry here. So now we are talking about competing with Hilde and Yabble. So the question is Is she better than Hilde and Yabble for battles? Okay, so here we have a 50% chance of cursing the target, increasing the damage they take by 50%. That's really interesting. We also have a 50% chance of increasing all squads' attack by 50%. So you have to basically divide these by 2. Since it's a 50% chance to trigger, we're going to say that this averages at about 25% of a bonus every round. This is an average of 25% bonus every round. And then we have this divination skill, which is a 40% chance. It's basically the defensive skill from Yabble. So when you really think about it, she's slightly better than Yabble, but weaker than Hilde. So keep that in mind. Slightly better than Yabble. She has slightly stronger offensive skills than Yabble, but weaker than Hilde. So I'm actually going to put her down on the A tier. Even though she's solid, she's on the A tier. Okay, next. Oh, yeah. Okay, next we have Saul. Saul, I'm going to go ahead and drop right on the B tier. He is available for $1 in the game when you start right away. You can get a $5, $10 gear pack and get all legendary gear. So he's very cost effective if you want to make a powerful hero in the first week of the game. You get Saul and you get all legendary gear on him, and you can get his skills up. However, he does not have skills that are very useful compared to the other heroes that are in the archer space. So because of that, where did Saul go? Because of that, Saul's sitting on the B tier. While he does have a double defensive skill here, which could be good for garrisoning and things like that, the fact that one of his 3 skills is for building, he doesn't compare to these other heroes. So 1 defensive skill, 1 building skill, and 1 lethality skill makes him B tier. All right. Next, some more new heroes. Here we go. Now we have Yin Wu. Yin Wu is interesting. I do like Yin Wu. She has the lethality bonus, putting her in the same tier as Chenko as far as being utilized for joining rallies. But her other skill here is research speed. So it's not useful for PvP. It's not useful for PvE. I'm going to go ahead and drop her in B tier just because having this research bonus is so nice. You should definitely get Yin Wu. She's just not useful for PvP and bear fights. I take that back. She's not useful for... I'm going to rephrase it. She is good for... you can join rallies with her. Good. Okay, on to the next one. Oh, one of my favorites, Zoe. Zoe is amazing. Wow, I actually have to tell you, I like Zoe a little bit better than Amadeus in some ways. Zoe is super interesting. She has this beautiful, beautiful skill, inflicting damage for 3 turns, so that's really, really beautiful. She also has another skill here where she boosts squad attack, and her 3rd skill is going to also increase enemy damage taken. So she's super interesting. I would say she is probably comparable to Amadeus in most fights, and the fact that she's comparable to Amadeus and he's a VIP 7 only hero, I'm actually going to put Zoe up in the S tier. She is so good, she goes on the S tier. She might be one of my favorite heroes in the game, and I just got her to 4 stars a few days ago. I'm super stoked about that. I leveled all of her skills here. Her expedition skills up to level 5. Super stoked. She also is great for Conquest, even though we're not talking about Conquest in today's video. All right, next we are down to some of the blue heroes here. Edwin is, you know what, kind of useless as far as PvP and PvE. Okay, we've got Forrest, again, useless for PvE and PvP. We have Olive, useless for PvE and PvP. We have Seth, who is useless for PvE and PvP. Oh! Purple hero. Okay, Gordon. Gordon is actually decent. Gordon has a good skill for joining and defending in a rally garrison. Okay, you can join and give all the squads 25% HP. His bottom skill is going to give your squads 25% attack. So he's actually pretty decent, especially for free-to-play players. He can really fill a nice niche here. Oh, where'd he go? And he's cavalry. So he's cavalry, meaning that if you don't spend money and get Yabble or some of these other cavalry heroes like Hilde, you are going to be able to use him because he's purple. He'll be very easy to get starred up to 2 or 3 stars, no problem. And he does have 2 strong PvP, PvE skills. Because of that, he actually is going to go, he's on a strong B or a weak A. Let's put him on the A tier. I do like Gordon. He is pretty good. Okay. Next, we have Howard. Howard also has some interesting skills. He is going to reduce damage that your troops take by 20%, which is great. And then he has a debuff skill to debuff the enemy and reduce their damage dealt. Because he kind of has this double defensive skill, which is fantastic, and the fact that he's infantry, so he can fill the gap if you haven't spent money on Helga or Amadeus, and you're here in Gen 1, Season 1 of for your heroes. He's the only infantry hero that you really have that's going to be very, very solid. So because of that, he's actually going on the A tier. He's a pretty strong hero. Next, we have Quinn. Quinn also is purple, also available early in the game. He's going to reduce damage taken by 4%. He's going to have a chance to do bonus damage, so this averages at 25%, making him pretty strong for a purple hero. But again, since he only has the 1 skill, he's going on the A tier. I feel like I should probably sort this a little bit better. I'm revising some of these slightly because the purple heroes they're missing a skill. Let's just call it what it is. They really can't be better than B tier because they're literally missing a skill. They only have 2 out of 3 skills, and they have lower stats. So, okay, this is the final tier list, ladies and gentlemen, for Kingshot Gen 1, 2, and 3. I hope you enjoyed today's content, and if you do, feel free to like and subscribe. Additionally, thank you again to GemZ for sponsoring today's content. Check the link to their Discord in the video description below. I love you guys long time. Randy, out.